Educate Yourself Daily by Jim Rohn. Jim Rohn, one of the greatest personal development philosophers of our time, often emphasized a principle so simple yet profoundly life-changing. Formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. This idea, which naturally extends into the philosophy of educate yourself daily, is the cornerstone of personal growth, success, and long-term achievement. When Rohn talked about education, he didn't just mean attending schools, reading textbooks, or passing exams. He meant cultivating a daily habit of learning that transforms the way you think, act, and live. Education, in his perspective, is not something you complete at a certain age. It is a lifelong process, a daily commitment, and a deliberate investment in yourself. The concept of educating yourself daily is powerful because it acknowledges that the world is constantly changing. New skills, new technologies, new opportunities, and new challenges arise every single day. If you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you begin falling behind. To educate yourself daily means to recognize that your mind is your greatest asset, and feeding it with knowledge, wisdom, and experience is the surest way to stay relevant, capable, and ahead of the crowd. It means reading books, listening to great minds, reflecting on your own experiences, and learning from the people around you. It means challenging your assumptions, asking questions, and being open to new ideas, no matter how uncomfortable they may feel at first. Jim Rohn often said that success is something you attract by the person you become, and becoming that person requires daily learning. Every day is an opportunity to gather insights, to sharpen your skills, and to increase your understanding of life, business, relationships, and success. The discipline of daily education compounds over time. What you learn today adds to what you learned yesterday, and the more you accumulate, the more valuable you become to yourself, to others, and to the marketplace. It's like planting seeds in the garden of your mind. One day of learning may not make a huge difference, but over weeks, months, and years, those seeds blossom into ideas, strategies, and wisdom that can completely transform your future. By educating yourself daily, you take control of your destiny, because you are no longer limited by the circumstances you were born into or the knowledge you had yesterday. You're constantly upgrading yourself, constantly refining your perspective, and constantly becoming more prepared to seize opportunities that others may miss. In a world where many people waste hours every day on distractions, gossip, and entertainment, choosing to educate yourself daily sets you apart immediately. It makes you rare. It gives you the edge, and that edge is what creates success. Jim Rohn often encouraged people to keep a journal, to record the lessons of each day, and to consciously reflect on what life is teaching them. He believed that life itself is the greatest classroom, but only if you are paying attention. To educate yourself daily is to wake up with the mindset of a student, eager to learn from every interaction, every challenge, and every success. It is to adopt the humility of knowing that no matter how much you know, there is always more to learn. Imagine the difference between two people. One who stops learning after school and spends every evening watching television or scrolling aimlessly, and another who devotes that same time to reading a book, attending a seminar, listening to an audiobook, or journaling about their experiences. After one day, the difference is almost invisible. After 1 year, the difference is noticeable. After 10 years, the difference is staggering. The first person remains stagnant, while the second has accumulated a wealth of knowledge, insights, and strategies that make them more valuable, more capable, and more fulfilled. That is the compound effect of educating yourself daily. Jim Rohn would remind us that you cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. By choosing daily education, you shift your direction toward growth and success. It is not about reading 1,000 books in a year or attending every seminar possible. It is about consistency. Even 30 minutes a day of focused learning can reshape your future. Educating yourself daily is about adopting the mindset that every day is a school day, that every conversation may contain a lesson, and that every problem is an opportunity to grow wiser. It is about realizing that your future is not determined by what happens to you, but by what you learn from what happens to you. It is about acknowledging that the leaders, innovators, and successful people you admire are not necessarily smarter than you, but they chose to learn more, to think differently, and to apply their knowledge consistently. Education is the bridge between who you are today and who you have the potential to become. By educating yourself daily, you build that bridge one plank at a time. You cannot outsource this responsibility. No one can learn for you. No one can grow for you. No one can think for you. It is your duty to yourself and to your future to make education a daily ritual. Read books that stretch your mind. Listen to mentors who challenge your perspective, and write down your own insights to deepen your understanding. Do this every single day and watch as your life expands in ways you never imagined possible. Jim Rohn's message was clear. Success is not something you pursue. It is something you attract by becoming an educated, disciplined, and valuable person. The only way to become that person is to educate yourself daily. If you want to live a life of significance, abundance, and impact, then make the decision today to become a student of life every single day. Do not leave your growth to chance. Do not wait for someone else to teach you. Take responsibility, seize control, and begin feeding your mind daily with ideas, strategies, and wisdom that elevate your life. Because in the end, your income rarely exceeds your personal development, your success rarely exceeds your level of understanding, and your future rarely exceeds the amount of effort you put into preparing for it. Educating yourself daily is not a suggestion. It is a requirement for anyone who desires to live fully, achieve greatly, and leave a legacy that inspires others. Every day offers you the chance to learn something new. Take it, guard it, apply it, and you will find, as Jim Rohn so often promised, that success will begin to chase you down, not because of luck, but because of the person you became through daily education.